Sigma 6, where villain plans burn. This is it. This is actually it. Part 4. We are at the epilogue of Lord Dredd Strikes Back. Oh, it's been long. It's been in a massive pain getting here, but we're finally here. Where the rest of Lord Dredd's origin story. Now you might think he was always swap bot and a swap bot, but loyal to Robotnik turned to evil. But that's only the last part of it. The rest is revealed in this, which is the first part is in this story arc, the fourth part. So now, let's jump right into it.
There is nothing wrong with your computer. Do not turn off your screen. You're about to enter the realm of awesomeness and coolness known only as Media League Sigma 6.
Welcome to Media League Sigma 6, where villain plans burn. JNF is going to teach the villains a lesson they've not learned. Eggman, you're not the smartest. Chrysalis, you're not an artist. If your villainous plan sucks, you'll be the next to burn. JNF, that's he is a man punch, wears a cool hat. JNF, he has the gem, a dark spaceship. When he purchased that, JNF trains robots, Decepticons, and trucks. JNF, this villain sucks. Yeah, JNF.
It's been quite a while, Gerald Robotnik. I didn't anticipate that you would be the one to face me.
Not simply to face you in combat to ask for your help. My memories are scattered, and I feel disoriented.
You seem like it. How on earth did you manage to find me?
My grandson informed me about your actions and brought me here to intervene.
I simply can't stop that annoying song from playing in my mind.
Live and Learn, a song made and used by the band Crush 40.
I was already aware of that. It was the last memory I had before the government arrived at the Ark to shut it down. I had no clue how long I had been asleep during my transformation from human to an ultimate robotic life form, an upgrade from your Project Shadow. Then, one day, I suddenly woke up. Although I couldn't move or speak, I could still see and hear everything. I attempted to communicate with her and Rouge the Bat, but I suppose they no longer teach Morse code. Then the darkness returned for me once more. I knew I was still aboard the Ark. I helped build it and could communicate with it, until a minor miscommunication occurred. I found myself alone and disconnected. I had awakened from my slumber and escaped my development chamber. Then I saw the gems that granted me the power to become the Mech Emperor I am today. It would have taken a long time to master Xeno energy, just as Shadow learned to control Chaos energy, but it was ultimately worth it, until this albino hedgehog suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
You okay, Silver?
I think somebody called me an albino.
Warriors legends told in ancient tongues. Battle of the realms begun. In the battle of the realms, heroes stand side by side with swords in hand, braving storms.
I believe Gerald and Dredd are having a conversation with one another.
All right, Rouge, you have to explain this entire situation to me. Gerald Robotnik was acquainted with the Mech Emperor?
Naturally, Vilius Sheldon Dredd used to be an assistant to Gerald Robotnik aboard the Ark.
But the government agents told me all of the scientists were taken off the Ark.
They did, but one they could not account for. Vilius Dredd was an individual who had a hand in developing the space colony Ark in Project Shadow. They were pretty much like their own Dr. Thomas Light and Dr. Albert Wiley on the Ark. After Shadow the Hedgehog was made, Gerald was pleased with the results. But Vilius Dredd wanted to improve the ultimate lifeform on robotics as well as organics. But all his attempts ended in failure. Each one failed by explosion, death, and short circuit. But then Vilius Dredd realized, why not turn a human individual into a robot, because what each failed creation was lacking was a brain, and only Best would do. So since no one would want to take part, he selected the very one who would be perfect, himself. But the process took time to complete, and when the government arrived to shut the place down, Vilius Dredd was presumed dead.
So the bot we had been facing for years was actually a robotic version of Shadow but twisted?
In a word, yes.
Why, Colonel? Why turn on your own for an allegiance with Mech Imperials?
Because after my injury I decided to. Because you are all blindsided. Because you all are weaklings.
But you're a Space Marine to Space Lord. How could you abandon that part of you?
Space Lord, I am now far too ambitious to swear loyalty to Space Lord. The Mech Empire is true power. I have foreseen it. The Space Marines and their lord are going to lose their fight against Mech Imperial supremacy even as each legion will be ripped apart from the inside. And in their place will rise Dredd's order, and I will rule as part of it.
But how could you do this? I command that you follow all of Space Lord's trust and loyalty, even going so far to have your own troops follow all of your orders, and you've switched sides.
That's because High Command was the biggest fool of them all, Arthas. I need to take his commands to make my plans succeed.
That will never happen. You're a traitor, Brett, and you will be dealt with as one.
You called the government agents to the Ark.
I've managed to ascend your grandson to Sonic's world, didn't I? You've had him continue where you left behind after your supposed demise.
Sure, but your actions took the life of Maria Robotnik as payment for your services. This means you had been planning to take control of the space colony Ark from the very beginning.
Maria's death was unfortunate, but necessary. Her innocence was a liability. Her influence on Shadow made him unpredictable. He pauses, then continues coldly. The Ark was always meant to be mine. You were simply the architect. I am the inheritor.
You speak of inheritance, but all you've inherited is destruction. Maria believed in peace. In hope. You turned her dream into a weapon.
And that weapon will reshape the stars. What is with the half-baked smile that suggests you know something that I don't? What the? No!
Oh yeah, you're going down, Vilius. You're getting erased. Eraser beam from Metal Sonic 3.0. Pretty clever, huh?
You idiot! Don't you know already that if I am erased then nobody will be able to control the Mech Titan. It will run wild and destroy everything. Also, you do know that you're erasing yourself in the process too?
Yeah, but it's not like I was using this part of cyberspace for much anyway.
Wait, why isn't my Xeno powers working for me?
Hey, look at me. Turn around and look at me, you robot demon. You are a real smart guy, Vilius Sheldon Dredd, but you've made one fatal mistake. You messed with both Sonic's friends and my family.
You're making a mistake. I give you anything, money, fame, infinite power, your own galaxy, please no Gerald.
Well, what do you know? I may have avenged my granddaughter, but I guess my science was good for something after all.
Did you do it?
Is he gone?
I did, but we must hurry because God help us. The Mech Titan is about to go on a rampage.
Oh, I don't think it will get very far, plus I am not in the mood to lose any more friends.
I only wish traitors prepared for execution were all that easy.
It's done. All is as it should be, at last. The age of the Mech Empire is over for now.
Looks like Station Square is about to have a celebration with its hero Sonic.
Then let's go. Up, over, and gone!
I can't believe we still do that.
In the heart of an enemy, there will be salvation, and in the darkest hour, there will be a light.
Yeah, from a very unexpected source. Even though I've missed the whole event, Dr. Eggman's grandfather, who could have thunk it?
But let us never forget Shadow, Amy Rose, Shade, and those other brave freedom fighters, whose sacrifice had safeguarded the past, present, and future.
Yeah, but you know what the best thing is? We won't ever have to worry about the Mech Empire ever again.
Lord Dredd, my brother, I'm home.
And that wraps up yet another herp video and the story arc. Surprisingly, it was meant to take place before and after the events of a Dimension Crisis story arc and the events of the movie League of Dimensional Heroes 4. So I guess I kind of left that part out. Next time we take a week break as we prepare for October and the first week of Year 5 Villains of the Damned.
But J&F, how are you going to do that when there are hardly any good villains left?
Oh, don't worry. Hurry, Scarlet. I've already picked out a fine selection of villains already. Yeah, and they're right over there.